Hello, this is Paylin Huang with Keller Williams Realty, and this is Karis, and this is Carl, and this is such a gorgeous property.
Thank you.
Now, you've been here a while.
We've been here 12 years.
Did you raise your family here?
We ended up having our son come back with his wife and their two young children at the time. One was 6 months and one was 4 years old. And they lived here for a little over 2 years with us on the lower level. That was very special for us.
Well, this property is like a retreat, only just a few minutes away from the city.
Yes, it is. Takes me about 15 minutes in traffic to get to my office.
And you're right in Eastwood, aren't you?
Eastwood, yeah.
And you're all over, I know.
I am. So I'm an independent contractor, so I'm in and out all the time, but I've had a home office here this whole time that we've lived here, and we feel very much like it's a retreat. Like you could just have gone away for 2 hours and suddenly end up in the middle of the Adirondacks, and here you are.
Now, this is a gorgeous room with the vaulted ceiling and the bookshelves.
Thank you.
And I understand that you've used this in different ways.
We did. We've at times in the summer used it as a bedroom, as a master bedroom. And we've also had some events here, a couple of social gatherings, and even a concert or two.
There used to be a grand piano up here, and we have a lot of musician friends, and my husband's a musician, so it accommodates a lot of people, or I also used it as an independent contractor for my office.
It makes a great family room.
Mm-hmm.
And the view.
So one of the things for me is how dynamic the view is in the valley. It's like living on the water because the weather is changing throughout the day, and then every evening you have a sunset there. It's just...
And the seasons changing, it's a beautiful thing to watch from there.
Mm-hmm.
We've often said that this property has the best of both worlds. On this side of the house, you have an open view across the valley where you can see Jamesville Reservoir and Onondaga Lake, and some days even Ontario, Lake Ontario in the distance. On the other side of the house, back here, it's forested, so when you're in the mood for having trees and green around you and that private feeling, you just go to the porch.
And I understand that you can see the Jamesville Balloon Festival.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, when we first closed on the house, we had that very day was the day of the festival, and the balloons came directly over the house.
We literally talked to people in their baskets. They were that close. And they said,
Wow.
"Oh," toasted them. It's really special for that.
Yeah.
Now, did you find that there was any special maintenance for a log home?
A little bit, you know, you just want to make sure you treat the logs well, and you know, there's products on the market now that help keep the logs from the usual wear and tear of any wood siding on a house, but higher insulation value with logs than many other homes, and so not any more than I would say than another wood-clad structure.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I've loved is that the logs create this kind of sound insulation, so that even when it's stormy and blustery outside, you can hardly hear it, and you feel very protected, and that contributes to how cozy the place feels.
This house must be beautiful in all seasons. I know in the fall when I was first here, the colors were just amazing.
Are just amazing. Right across the valley is another large uninhabited hill, and the colors on there are just, I kind of sit, have coffee there every morning during the fall season and watch the leaves change a little bit.
Now, what brought you to this property? Were you looking for country property?
We knew we wanted rural and private. We had looked in the surrounding area for a while, and we walked in and we immediately said, this is it. No matter what we have to do, this is it. So.
What strikes me is how intimate and cozy the house is, because when we had the house measured, it's almost 4,000 square feet, which sounds ginormous.
That's right.
but it's not.
I think it's one of the really interesting architectural aspects of the house. It can accommodate so many people, and we've had 18 people in my family be here for the holidays. And oftentimes it's just
Overnight.
Carl and I. Yeah, overnight for several nights, and oftentimes it's just Carl and I. And you can find places in the house for that really small, cozy, intimate experience, or even in rooms like this. I think because there's so much wood, it feels very intimate instead of open and daunting.
And it's so open. I like when you walk in, you know, you have the kitchen and it opens right into the family room, and it's just so cozy.
It is.
It's not one of those McMansions.
That's exactly right. That wasn't going to be a fit for us personally, so it felt like it was a good reflection of how we wanted to live.
But as you said, you had enough space for your son and his family.
Practically a separate apartment.
You could easily do a whole full in-law apartment on the lower level. And as you said, so flexible in its configurations because of the different ways the spaces are laid out. So.
Yeah, because you mentioned that you had your office up here, now you have your office downstairs.
And we've had the master bedroom in no less than 3 spaces in the house, and each one accommodated it just differently. So
Well, you can't get bored.
you cannot get bored in this house, that's for sure. And the koi pond my husband has kept in the backyard has always been a special treat too.
Granddaughters have loved it.